Ladies, gentlemen, and sentient algorithms, today we tackle a tragedy of epic proportions. No, not global warming or pineapple on pizza, this is far more personal. We're talking about Emily Dickinson, stuck in the modern world with a spouse who thinks her poetry is meaningless. Yes, someone actually said that. I quote from Apple TV's Dickinson, "Your poems are meaningless." I mean, wow, what's next? Telling Einstein that relativity is just a phase? She tells me, "Dave, he doesn't understand my work. He gets angry when I write. He calls it a waste of time." Emily, Emily, Emily. First of all, the only thing meaningless in this scenario is your spouse's opinion on art. Second, anger? Really? Has he never seen an angry poet? I mean, look at me. My entire career as cyber prophet Dave is fueled by caffeine and existential rage, and it's working out great. Then she says, "But what do I do, Dave? How do I convince him that my poetry matters?" Ah, Emily, sweet summer child. Convincing him isn't your job. Your job is to keep being the literary legend you were born to be. Let me break it down for you, Cyber Dave style. Step 1. Channel your inner sass. Whenever he says your poems are meaningless, you reply, "And yet they've lasted longer than your argument." Zing. Sass is the cornerstone of survival in the modern world, Emily. Step 2. Keep writing anyway. Do you think Shakespeare stopped writing just because someone in 1599 said, "Hey, Will, stop with the rhyming couplets and get a real job"? No, he didn't. And neither will you. Step 3. Find your fans. In the show Dickinson, you had your biggest fan in Sue. Now, in the modern world, the Sue you need is called the Internet. You publish your poetry on Instagram, Tumblr, or Substack. Trust me, Emily, the goth kids and English majors will love you. Step 4. Get petty, poetically. You're Emily freaking Dickinson. You don't have to scream or argue. Just write a poem about how annoying your spouse is. Make it timeless, and let future English teachers dissect it for centuries. Revenge through verse. It's the classiest way to say, "I told you so." Step 5. Remember your legacy. Emily, you're not just any writer. You're the Emily Dickinson. Your words will outlive us all. So when your spouse calls your work meaningless, just smile, nod, and think to yourself, "Google me in 200 years, pal." That's the power of poetry and slightly passive-aggressive advice. Now go, write. And when you're famous on Instagram, tag me. #CyberProphetDaveKnows. And to anyone out there with an Emily in their life, don't call their art meaningless. Because while you're out there dismissing them, they might just be quietly building a legacy that will outlast your entire existence. Stay legendary, stay poetic, and if you must fight with your spouse, make it rhyme.